Welcome to JEE Max, JEE Mains Advanced Extreme Series, Season 2. Actually, through Season 2, we are completely concentrating on a particular topic. So, A to Z, we are completely concentrating from this particular topic, which is complex numbers. So far, successfully, we have completed 13 lessons in complex numbers. Every minute details of the complex numbers that I have been giving through all these lessons. Again, my friends, please don't check the forget to check the description. There I am providing very good information and very good question papers and somewhat assignments also for you along this video. And again, my suggestion is please don't forget to press the bell icon and don't forget to share my channel and subscribe my channel. Yeah, through this lesson 14, here we are now concentrating the geometrical representation of addition and subtraction of complex numbers, and moreover, the geometrical interpretation of triangular and parallelogram laws. These concepts, they are very, very useful for solving some of the inequality-oriented questions in the complex numbers. And moreover, if you are good at geometrical representation of a particular complex number and its addition, subtraction, and multiplication, even for quotient, then you will understand the behavior of that complex numbers in the organed plane or complex plane of the complex organed plane of the complex numbers. Now, my friends, now coming to geometrical interpretation of addition and subtraction of the complex numbers. Before going to that, please watch this diagram carefully. Yeah, this is origin and this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. And if p z1, suppose say z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. These two are the two different complex numbers. And as a vector represented with the capital P and capital Q respectively. So fx of P is z1 and fx of Q is z2 as a point of view. So with respect to O, if I have considered that as a vector, this is OP bar and this is OQ bar. So OP bar is equal to Z1. As a vector form, it is Z1. And OQ bar is equal to Z2. This is position vector of the point P and this is position vector of the point Q. Yeah, my friends, please don't get any confusion. In two-dimensional geometry, all the things that we have concentrated so far about the line, circle, etc., the same things are holds good even for a complex plane also, because the name has changed. Other than that, rest of all other things are similar to the two geometry. And moreover, the vector orientations and the addition and subtraction of vector orientations is also just similar with coordinate geometry. Thereby, the same application holds good even for complex plane, that is in complex numbers also. Okay, now what is Z1 plus Z2? That is OP bar plus OQ bar. If you have completed the parallelogram, then the OR bar, which is the resultant of OP bar plus OQ bar, which is nothing but Z1 plus Z2. That I will explain very clearly. Suppose P is Z1, X1 plus IY1 and Q be Z2, X2 plus IY2. Then OP bar is equal to this one. This is represented by Z1 and OQ bar is equal to this one, represented by Z2. Then complete the parallelogram OP or Q. There, the diagonal OR bar is nothing but OP bar plus OR bar, OQ bar, which is Z1 plus Z2, which is nothing but position vector of the point R. So, the diagonal OR bar indicates the addition of complex numbers Z1 and Z2. So, what I am going to say is, if Z1 is one complex number and Z2 is another complex number is given for you, then Z1 plus Z2 indicates the position vector of the diagonal of the parallelogram that has been prepared by the two vectors Z1 and Z2 as an adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Clear? This is called vector representation. Of course, the same thing holds good for even in geometrical orientation also. Practical example also we can see. Say for example, Z1 is equal to, analytical I am doing like this. Suppose 1 plus 2y. As an ordered pair form, it is nothing but 1 comma 2. Z2 is equal to 2 plus I. Again, as an ordered pair, it is nothing but 2 comma 1. Z1 plus Z2 is equal to 3 plus 3i, that is 3 plus 3i, that is an ordered pair, it is in the form of 3 comma 3. How can we represent all these things on an organed plane? That means in a two-dimensional geometry. Okay, let us plot. You take this as origin, and this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. Of course, this is x-axis. Similarly, this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, and so on. This is y-axis. Z1 is 1 comma 2, so the point 1 comma 2 is like this. This is my Z1. And 2 comma 1, this is Z2. This is my point. This is my, say let it be P, and say let it be Q. This is my Z2. So this is my this one. So OP bar is this one, and OQ bar is this one. Then 3 comma 3 is the point here situated like this. This is R Z3 or Z1 plus Z2. I can write, which is nothing but 3 comma 3. You join OR bar. Then this OR bar is nothing but what? Diagonal of the parallelogram at which OP bar and OQ bar are adjacent sides. So this is called the geometrical interpretation of addition of the complex number. Here R Z1 plus Z2 represents a point only. This is vector, position vector of R is OR bar, that is represented by Z1 plus Z2. The same thing if I have considered if QR bar, then what is PQ bar? The same thing that I can write. OP bar, OQP bar is nothing but what? OP bar minus OQ bar, that you know it very well. This is QP bar, which is nothing but what? Z1 minus Z2. So here QP bar Z1 minus Z2, it is just what? This is only the vector representation, not the point or position vector representation. Okay, as a vector representation point of view, that Z1 minus Z2 indicates what? This another diagonal of the parallelogram. But geometrically, or how can we detect, or where can we find the subtraction of the two complex numbers? That I will explain through the diagram. So here what I am doing is to find the point representation by Z1 minus Z2, I can write Z1 plus Z2 as Z1 minus Z2 as Z1 plus minus Z2. If this is Z2, see if it is this is Z2, then minus Z2 is what? In the negative direction. That negative direction, say for example, this I just these two are in the same line. Don't get any confusion here. These two are in the same line only. Okay, my friends. So this is my Q dash is a minus Z2. So if this is Z1, then minus Z2 is what? Completely opposite to that one. So that is my Q dash, which is minus X2 comma minus Y2. Now complete O Q dash R dash P, another parallelogram. O Q dash R dash P, another parallelogram. Then this OQ dash, that is OR dash, that is this OR dash, this indicates what? OP dash plus OQ dash, OP plus OQ dash, that is nothing but the subtraction of the complex number. So if Z1 is given here and Z2 is given like you, then Z1 plus Z2 indicate one diagonal of the parallelogram. Even subtraction is also given what? Diagonal of the parallelogram only, at which Z1 and Z2 are position vectors of the sides of the parallelogram. So this is the way to how we can represent the complex numbers on organed plane. So whenever if sum of the complex numbers is given for you, then in your brain you just imagine their position. Okay, based on the positions of the point, okay, where the resultant vector sum or where the subtraction is the difference of the way complex numbers locate on the organed plane. If you are imagining those points on the organed plane, then problems will be solved for you on these particular concepts are very easy to you. So, my friends, now similarly, geometrical interpretation of the triangular inequality and parallelogram law that we are going to learn from this concept. What is a triangular inequality? As we know very well, in general geometry, for any triangle, this is basic triangle law. Sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side, and the difference of any two sides is always less than the third side. Then only the triangle will form. Because if I have given any three numbers randomly, then if anybody asking you to whether a triangle will form with the three numbers or not, then immediately you have to check. You add any two sides. If it is greater than the third side, then only a triangle is formed. Otherwise, with the help of that given numbers, a triangle never be formed. The same fundamental even we are using in complex numbers. How come? See, as per the diagram, this OP plus this OP plus QR, OP plus PR, sorry, OP plus PR. This is what two adjacent sides of the triangle. This is what joining the another two sides of the triangle. So, sum of, suppose consider this as the triangle. Consider this as the triangle. The magnitude of this one is OP, and magnitude of PR is nothing but PR bar is nothing but PR. So, sum of two sides is always greater than the third side, that is OR. But my friends, OP plus actually this PR is nothing but OQ, because these two are parallel. Therefore, the sides lengths are equal, parallelogram. Therefore, lengths are equal. So, this is OP plus OQ is greater than what? OR. But OP, as per OP is magnitude, that I can represent it that as with mod Z1, and OQ that represented with as mod Z2 is greater than OR, that is mod of Z1 plus Z2. That's why mod of Z1 plus Z2 is always less than mod Z1 plus mod Z2. If any one of the complex numbers is equal to 0, then equality holds good. Then equality holds good. Similarly, we can prove the remaining also. Similarly, mod of OP minus OQ, that is mod of mod Z1 minus mod Z2. See, observe the diagram. I am just applying this principle. There, the same things are holds good. Even from 1 to 3, it is very clear that ultimately what I am saying that from 1 to 3, therefore, mod of mod Z1 minus mod Z2 is always less than mod of Z1 plus Z2 is always less than mod Z1 plus mod Z2. But equality holds good if at least one of the complex numbers is 0. Clear? So this is the way to prove the triangular inequality, and with the help of this, the maximum value of addition of two complex numbers, the magnitude of maximum value of the magnitude of sum of two complex numbers is always less than sum of their individual magnitudes respectively. So this is the greatest value of addition of two complex numbers. I mean, sum of two complex numbers, absolute value of sum of two complex numbers. This is the least value of sum of absolute value of the addition of two complex numbers. So, okay, my friends. So here the equality holds good if at least one of the complex numbers is 0. Clear, my friends? Now coming to the parallelogram. What is parallelogram? If OPRQ, if this is a parallelogram, we know it well. Sum of the squares of the diagonals, that means OR square plus PQ square. Sum of the squares of the diagonals is equal to sum of the squares of the sides, that is OP square plus PR square plus RQ square plus OQ square. This is the concept of parallelogram property. So based on that, how can I write OR square, that is mod Z1 plus Z2 whole square plus mod Z1 minus Z2 whole square? This is equal like this only. And here OP is nothing but what? OP is nothing but OQ. and PR is nothing but R cube. So that's why 2 into mod Z1 plus mod Z2, mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square. So this is the way to prove, and geometrically, if you are if you are imagining the diagrams in this way, then you can do wonders with the in a complex numbers. See, the same things that we have proved in geometry, it's the same things that we have proved in vector algebra. Here, even in complex numbers, also it is true. Actually, in the modern algebra point of view, I can also state, because every complex numbers is a complete. It is a complete field, not an ordered field. Set of real numbers is an ordered field. Here I have used some costliest term, ordered field. That means set of real numbers satisfies all field axioms. That means with respect to addition as operation, it satisfies closure property, associative property, identity property, and inverse property and commutative property. Similarly, with respect to multiplication also, it satisfies all these properties. Apart from that, distributive properties also it satisfies, and moreover, all ordered axioms are also satisfied. That means between any two complex numbers, there exists this relation, greater than or equal to or less than. So suppose 1 and 2 are two numbers are given for you, then you can write one less than 2. Suppose 2 and 2 numbers are given for you, then you can write this is equality. Suppose 2 and 3 are given for you, then you can write 3 greater than 2. So any one of the relations holds good. This is called ordered relation. Ordered relation. But except this, all the properties of the field properties are holds good even for complex numbers also. That's why set of complex is not an ordered field. Ordered field. That means in the complex numbers, equality may holds good, but we never take mod Z1 is greater than Z2 or Z1 is less than Z2. We never say like this. So comparison of the complex numbers, whether it is greater than or less than, it is not possible to say. That's why it fails to satisfy. Other than that, rest of all other properties of the fields holds good. That is why the same triangular properties and triangular law and parallelograms also are holds good even in complex numbers also, as mentioned here. So this is another important aspect you have to practice. So my friends, so the least possible value, greatest possible values that I have told, and in this section we state and prove the important theorems which is very useful in dealing with the problems relating with the triangles, parallelograms, rectangles, rhombus and squares. In fact, it is useful whenever the magnitude and angles are involved. Okay, my friends. And what are those things that we will learn and in our coming video? Okay, my friends, if you like this video, please share and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to check the description and don't forget to press the bell icon. There you will get the continuous notifications. Okay, my friends, and we will meet with the next lessons. Thank you.